And we're back. Hey everybody, Kenny here. Last time we completed Acts 2 and 3 with our Druid. So this time we will be starting up Act 4. This will be our first time, so we'll actually be talking to the characters and seeing what's going on. I won't be doing the side quests though, because I mentioned I'm going to wait till I finish the campaign to start doing the side quests. Because while the character screen was loading up, I got the little tutorial thing that explained it is the like the capstone dungeon. I thought I remembered that it didn't show up until after you finish the campaign, and that is the case. You do not get access to the capstone dungeon until you have completed the campaign. So that is the goal. Complete the campaign, and then we can start doing all of the side stuff. Yeah, so there is the start of Act 4. And the town closest is Tsark right here. Or Tsark. To Tsark we go. I don't think we had too much in our inventory when we left off last time. Remember to check that. Oh, and I did remember, I did notice something. I was watching through my Act 2 my Act 2 playthrough with my Druid earlier. And I realized that actually, do we have access to that here? No, not here. We're not at the we don't have the Act 4 town yet, the Kyrgyzstan main city yet. But I noticed that I guess my inventory was full when I completed the when I completed the second kind of Druid quest, because the first Druid was the one you had to fight on the mountain, and the second Druid was the one that you had to do the thing. And for that one, the item that you get for doing that, I didn't get it. I noticed it while I was like, oh, because I was thinking about it. I was like, oh, I don't remember looking at the stats for the one that I got as my Druid. And so I was watching when I went to sell off or salvage whatever's in my bag. I noticed that I didn't have one in there. So either it's in my storage right now, because I remember in beta, if an item dropped, not if an item dropped, if you were to get a a quest reward while your inventory was full, then it would show up in your stash. But I don't know if that, if it did it for that. And so we'll have to wait till we have access to our, to the city in this act to say for sure. Head here. Before we head there, let's talk to the people here. What do y'all got to say?
The mines have been closed for weeks. How long until your loafing brother finds a job?
He'll be out of our house soon, my flower.
What?
Is it true? They have an angel in the north? We can't see Akarat. I'd like to see an angel.
Alright, nobody talked to here. Here's one.
That's a fine costume. The desert sun is going to love you.
Let me guess. Just passing through. Oh, yes. I'll never be married.
What can you tell me of Tassarak?
Behold, the armpit of the desert. Our families came from Alcarnos years ago after that city went to hell. They camped here by the crossroads, set up trade. It's been a struggle ever since.
How is business?
War in the steppes, bandits in the south, and Caldium has closed its golden gates. The few customers we get usually want a guide to take them to safety. Akarat knows where that is.
Last night I dreamed that the sandstorm came and buried us here. If only.
Iron wolves. Mercenaries with a silly name, sniffing after coin.
They saved my cousin's life, and she's worthless.
Can't argue with that.
No, I'm not a guide. But you can't throw a rock without hitting one around here.
You! Perhaps you can settle this. Horses or camels?
Camels have 3 eyelids to keep out the sand. Horses?
Is that true? I do not know enough about camels. Traveling gear. Provisions, water skins, saddles, tents, and weapons. Tools of the trade for any desert guide. Bone ward. A ward constructed of cattle bones and twine, placed by the gate to deter evil spirits from town. Hello, camel. That's a big chest. Or it's just a buried wagon. Probably the latter. Looks like a giant chest, though.
Must have been gruesome in that cultivate.
No more gruesome than the rest of Sanctuary's underbelly.
Where did the sightless eye come from?
It's a relic from when the world was young. For many years, an order of rogues called the Sisters of the Sightless Eye kept it safe. Not sure how they lost hold of it, but I've heard the Sisters are not as strong as they once were. Knowledge of their craft has spread to others, but most rogues you see these days are not true members of the Order.
Unlike Elias, the Cathedral believes the prophecy about Inarius.
Of course, their entire faith hinges on it. Inarius is the spear that will pierce hatred's heart. The Knight's penitents are the weak made strong. Prava is the mother who will mold a new age from the ashes. They found a way to weave themselves into every part of it.
I'm sorry we couldn't save Mashif.
He deserved better. Damn it. I brought him into this.
Feeling better, Tysa?
I can shut out Andario's whispers most of the time, but not always.
Better a whisper than having her walk the world again. Andariel is part of Lilith and Elias's plan. But how? What do we know so far?
Lilith made a deal with Astaroth.
A demon who served her father. Interesting choice of ally.
And she has a key to hell.
A place where she's seen as a traitor. So why would she go? And is she already there? We need answers. Elias used the Sightless Eye to contact Lilith. Perhaps it can help us. Bring it here, would you? It's risky, but we haven't got a choice. When you're ready, picture Lilith in your mind and gaze into the eye.
I'm going to assume it's cutscene time.
My father's essence is reforming.
How do you know?
I feel it. Like 1,000 old wounds ripped open again. He is still weak. Vulnerable. I must strike before he can resist.
Make his power yours. The other lords will.
What happened?
She saw me.
She knows we're looking for her. Only a matter of time before she comes after us.
Not necessarily.
What do you mean?
Mephisto is reforming. And Lilith aims to take his power while he is still weak.
So, that's what you've been preparing for. All right, old man. Think. Think! If she takes Mephisto's power, she'll become like a prime evil herself. She'll be able to conquer hell and sanctuary alike. I have an idea how to stop her. But for it to work, we'll need the help of an old ally. Deliver this message to Donan. He'll have gone to Kyovashad for guidance.
What did you write in the letter?
The beginnings of a plan to thwart Lilith. One thing's for sure, we need a soul stone. And that means we need Donan. He'll understand when you deliver the letter.
If Lilith consumes Mephisto, could it help Sanctuary?
It would strike a blow against Hell, that much is certain. But is it really for our benefit, as she claims? All her actions are driven by hatred. That is her nature, and she can never change it.
You're saying she has plans beyond protecting humanity.
I'm saying it's impossible to know. She can peer into hearts, tell us what we want to hear. You've seen it with Donan, Elias, and others. To trust her would mean gambling with the fate of all humankind. Not a risk I'm willing to take.
What do you know of Andariel?
More than I care to now. Her pain is primal, wordless. Once, she was part of something more. She doesn't like me to think on it.
Alright. Now we gotta head back to the Act 2. Oh, have a shot. Okay. Alright then. I don't get why it is that developers choose to make scenes like that. I mean, if you don't have the technology to actually have the character write something down, you can only do the animation of them doing the motions without being able to replicate the motions they're doing on the page that they're supposed to look like they're writing on, then why not just use an angle where you can't see that they're not actually writing anything? I mean, like, you just make the thing look dumb when it doesn't need to. That's like the whole point of of cinematography is to, you know, use tricks to like to get like your idea across without having to do specific things. You don't need to actually have, you know, a dragon breathing fire if you can set up this you know, set up your angles to make it seem as though there's a dragon breathing fire, you know?
After everything brushed aside.
Faithful penitents, a prophecy has been delivered to me. One that speaks of a glorious future. Tears of blood rain on a desert jewel, and the way to hell was torn asunder. Then came a spear of light, piercing hatred's heart, and he who was bound in chains was set free. You've all heard rumors of the demon Lilith, the daughter of hatred. It is my spear that shall pierce her heart. The chains that hold us to this world shall be cast off, and on my wings I shall lift us all to heaven.
I have a letter for you, Donnet.
Good news for once, I hope.
It's from Lorath.
Oh, wonderful. Soulstone. What? Is he serious?
What does it say?
He didn't tell you? No, of course not. That would require some basic degree of consideration. It's written in our code. He sent a plan. Though calling it that is generous. He wants to imprison Lilith with my Soulstone. The one that held Astaroth.
Can it work?
Certainly not. The stone needs to be attuned first. And he will need an expert for that.
Lorath thinks that expert is you.
Then he is even more foolish than I thought. Go to the Horadric vault, will you? I'll dig up what he needs. You can deliver it. And maybe then you'll leave me alone. Hold on. Did Lorath offer you his horse for the journey? No, wait. What am I thinking? Of course not. I'm old friends with the stable master in town. Tell him I sent you, and he'll offer you a steed.
Hey, finally get a course? Cool.
Did you come to see Inarius?
For all the good it did. After Scott's Glen, I hoped he could give me, I don't know, forgiveness, guidance, anything. He spoke of the prophecy. His campaign against Lilith. I offered my help. But all he said was, what use has a general for a broken soldier?
Was there something in the letter that angered you?
It's not what was in it, but what wasn't. He didn't even have the decency to mention. It doesn't matter now. He's come down from the mountain, yes. But he's still the same man who went up.
Faithful penitents, a prophecy has been delivered to me. One that speaks of a glorious future. Tears of blood rain on.
Yeah, we saw that already. Blah, blah, blah. Don't care. It's horsey time. Horse me, please.
I'm a friend of Dunnan's. He said you could provide a horse.
Donan? Ah. Now there's a good man. A champion of the faith. Not like that old crank you were with earlier. What was his name? Lorfam? Morath? Doesn't matter. I know Donan's been through some hard times of late, so I'm happy to help him however I can. Take one of my steeds, free of charge.
Yay. Mounts. Mounts can be purchased from a stable master or discovered throughout Sanctuary. Once acquired, each mount will be available to all characters on your account. Nice. When you have acquired a mount, you can call it by pressing Z. While mounted, press space for a burst of speed to pass through enemies. Your mount can get scared around too many monsters. If the bar fills completely, you'll be knocked off. You can select your summoned mount and customize your equipment at the stable master. I mean, does this mean I have these? What did I get them for? So pre-order, so because I had the early access thing, maybe. This, I know how I got this, but I'm not sure I got this other stuff. Horsey time. I've got a horsey time. Okay, be over here. Oh. The pathing led me wrong again. Damn you, pathing.
I must wait a moment.
Oh, I see.
You found your things.
Haven't even gone in yet. We have an intruder.
It's not like that. She's but a child.
You brought a child? Here?
It was she who brought me, actually.
Watch where you swing that staff. It's not a toy.
Who is he?
He once lived in this vault. The one you're trespassing in. Explain yourself.
I'm a student, conducting research on the Haraj Rim. What's left of you all, anyway?
A student, huh? You have a teacher? Don't tell me Lorath has taken another apprentice.
I don't need a teacher to study. Lilith
Lilith threatens Sanctuary as we speak. I need to prepare for that. With or without help.
You? Against Lilith? Well, I came to get my things. I pray they were free from your meddling.
I forgot to turn that thing off. Oh well.
The primevals may be subdued, but they can never be ended. Even from their home in the Hells, they can still influence our world, walk it unseen. When weakened, they've been known to take the form of strange animals. A one-eyed owl, a wingless bat, or a wounded wolf.
I used to be like that girl. Had more dreams than I knew what to do with. Let me unseal this. Chakid. Chespit Hilm. The stone will need to be attuned to Lilith before Lorath marches up to her. It won't hold her well otherwise. So I put together some notes on the process before I left. Elias and I would spend days on end cooped up in here, experimenting, debating. Nothing to hold us back but our own imaginations, and how much of each other we could tolerate.
Tidy desk, the workplace of an orderly mind. Every tool has been stored away with care, and the books have all been arranged by their proper subject. I only see scrolls, but okay. Haphazard desk, scattered with neglected alchemical tools. Alongside the tools, a few scraps of paper cover the table. There are never more than a few hastily scrawled sentences written on them.
Forgive my familiarity as I write. Harsh words better tell the tale of hard times. Maybe the end of those times nears. Our leader, the Archangel Tyrael, led us to this vault before setting off on a task of his own. He's entrusted me to lead in his place. The rebirth of the Heradric Order is up to the few of us who remain.
They're saying Tyrael reformed the Heradrim? How though? I mean, he reascended at the end of 3. It doesn't make sense. Eccentric desk. A table strewn with all manner of things. Books covered in meticulous notes. Scrolls featuring lengthy alchemical formulae. Somehow you get the sense that everything is half finished. One subject after another abandoned in search of a new discovery.
Donan has proved to be a wonderful addition to our order. The man has knowledge in spades. Any topic, even the most mundane, becomes profound in his care. He challenges my perspective in a way few have. We've made solid discoveries in the short time we've spent together. I suspect many more to come.
First things first, Lorath will need my notes. Soulstone magic is treacherous, even in the most skilled hands.
Damn spiders. Always find a way in.
I'm low on spirit. I need more spirit.
Goatman bones. A goatman skeleton propped up for scientific inquiry.
I recall this. A project to determine the physiology of the goatmen. In the end, it devolved into a debate about whether the creatures dream like goats or men. Lilith hails from her father's domain. Hatred. That's the essence Lorath will need for the attunement. I kept a map. Somewhere. Here. All the places Mephisto's hatred yet lingers. There's just one last thing.
Roderick amulet. Simple design, but crafted with care.
Is that your Herodric amulet on the table?
Yes. I bet Lorath still wears his. The Order's mission was his lifeblood. I couldn't give up my life for it. Not like him. I wanted to be a man. I left to chase family, fellowship, glory. And for what? You saw how that ended. My son. I can't do it. It wouldn't work anyway.
Dornan,
You don't understand. The stuff soul stones are made of, they're old as the eternal conflict itself. With magic so primordial, you need faith. You need spirit. I have none.
What you lack in faith, you have in allies.
Who? You?
Yes. You're the only one who can help us.
Unfortunately, you may be right. I can't make any promises. Really. But I can try. For you two, I'll try. Let's hear what the old man has to say.
Neyrelle, what have you been up to?
This place is a treasure trove. Look at this masterpiece. Kalha's beyond the veil of the southern jungles.
You're familiar with Kalha's work?
She's brilliant. One of my favorites.
Mine as well.
Have you read her treatises? Never mind. You can tell me on the road.
On the road?
I'm going to help you. I know the Haradrim's ways. Your magic. Even that coded writing system you use. And don't tell me it's too dangerous. Lilith took my mother. I'll do whatever it takes to stop her.
That's a good speech. Might even convince the man you should be telling it to. Come on. I'm headed to him.
But your Haradrim, isn't this your vault?
It was once. Now, I suppose time will tell.
Find what you were looking for in the vault.
I've only scratched the surface, but that will have to be enough. Lilith won't be stopped by studying alone.
What is the Soul Stone?
It is a curse. The bane of the Haradrim, but also our greatest weapon. There's nothing like it in existence. The first Haradrim used a set of soul stones to contain Diablo, Mephisto, and Baal. But such power comes at a cost.
What is the cost?
A soul stone must always be guarded. It consumes your days, your dreams. You become a prisoner just as much as the demon contained in the stone. And despite your efforts, the evil eventually finds a way to break free. Even so, I know of no better way to contain a demon. I wish I did, though.
How many people lived here in the heyday?
Us three Haradrim, Elias, Lorath, myself, and an angel, Tyrael.
An angel? Like Inarius?
Very different from him, fortunately. Tyrael set off before Elias did. I don't know what drew him away, but I could tell he was afraid. We fell apart after he left.
Are you going to reseal the vault?
No, I don't think I will. If we fail, what would it matter whether all these secrets stay buried?
That's just back here.
I cannot do that here.
You were right to call upon me, you know. Soul stones are no trifle.
There's the Donan I remember.
I need air.
Feeling all right?
Andariel is getting louder. Screaming? Or laughing? I can't tell the difference. I tried to push her down, but being stuck in that cramped room... I just need a moment of quiet.
Well, based on how your condition was defined, your quiet will not be found outside of this temple. Because you need to be on holy ground in order to block out the intrusiveness of Andario. You are putting yourself in danger, and no one gives a shit apparently.
What's going on?
I'm still muddy on the details of this plan.
The bones are there. Lilith aims to take Mephisto's power for herself. Before she can reach him, we use the Soul Stone on her.
Preparing the stone will take time we don't have. Why don't we fight her?
Who among us? You. Her corrupted blood still runs in your veins. No. Fighting her kind is always a last resort. Even if you could defeat her, she'd eventually come back. But a smarter weapon, the stone, would be up to the challenge.
Soul stones usually fail, given enough time. It might not work.
You can make it work. There's no one I trust more to do it.
The wind is picking up. I can't see her. Thaisa!
I'll find her.
I mean, y'all should have thought about that before you let a person possessed by Andario go outside without supervision. Oh look,
You're
Who could have
fumbling in
seen
the
it
eye.
coming?
Let me write to your little
If you hurt her,
hurt her! I elevated her! The runes inked into her skin form a waypoint. She is a beacon across realms!
get her out of here.
It matters not. Her part is done. Your part is done too. Savor your breath while it lasts.
Oh. Why did that count? Why did using my healing consume my stacks? I do not like this interpretation of Andario. I mean, it's creepy, which is cool, but this fight sucks. Now she's got her things up. Now she's proper Andario. This is better. I prefer this. Still doing that crap. I really hate those binding things. They serve no purpose.
I'm not ready yet.
Healing just immediately clears my stats. Okay. So you guys set up Andario for nothing. Cool. Just a whole act leading up to that, and it was for nothing. Ancient effigy of the blurred beast. Damage reduction while fortified. Healing received, all stats, willpower. While dashing, Shred seeks out nearby poisoned enemies, instantly dealing damage. Yeah, I can see that being pretty good. None of these are Mashif, huh? Okay.
Hell of a storm. What happened out there?
Elias summoned Andario.
Bloody hell. You finished the ritual from the volcano then?
Elias. That's the man who summoned Lilith. You're saying he summoned a lesser evil too?
Keep up, girl. Is Andariel gone?
Yes,
And Elias,
he fled.
before going to the steps, Elias came to Hawazar, took something that wasn't his. It's why I'm hunting him. I have a friend in Hawazar who has mastered the art of immortality. She might know his secret. Let me take you to her.
I thought we were after Lilith, not Elias.
Finding him may lead to her.
And while we look for him, you'll have time to work on the stone. That's what you wanted, isn't it?
Damn it, I'll bite. On one of those rare occasions you gave me good advice. You said the answers you need are often in the place you least want to look.
It was you who said that.
Ah, you're right. Let's get the horses ready.
Alright. I'm gonna take a break for a minute. I need to make a phone call. But I will be back. And we're back. Alright. So
Did you know Elias well?
I thought I did. He was Lorath's student in the Order. It used to be just the three of us. He was young then. I guess we all were. His thinking was always radical. But I never thought it would come to this.
Your hunt for Elias, is it personal?
Not at first. But then he almost killed me. Marked my skin. Put a demon in my head. I will take pleasure from his death. The hunt will soon be over. You've angered him. He will come to you. And I will be there when that happens. If fate allows, let it be my hand that ends him.
Oh, there she is.
The others are ready.
Listen, I didn't mention it earlier, but you did well. You stood against Andariel, a lesser evil, and lived. That's no ordinary feat. But don't let it go to your head. The arrogance and foolhardy never last long in Hawazar. I wonder what old Deckard Cain would have written in his chronicles if he had seen us. Two old friends reunited. New allies eager to learn from our vast knowledge. Bound as one against the encroaching darkness, like the Haradrim of old.
That can't be the end of Act 4,
They were
can it?
probably lost and bitter, just like us. But Cain had a gift for seeing the good in people. One thing was certain, at least. Lilith meant to devour Mephisto and claim his power as her own. Had that been her goal all along? Not sanctuary, but a bid to reign in hell. And Elias, the damned fool, was too blind to see it. Perhaps we weren't perfect, but we knew we had to make a stand. We were the world's only hope.
No way. What? Okay. Didn't see that coming. That was crazy short. We didn't have to go anywhere in Kyrgyzstan. We spent more time in Fractured Peaks than we did in Kyrgyzstan for that act. Wow. Holy crap. Okay, well. I mean, I guess I'll just turn that into one session for Act 4. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Right. So, I guess when I fast travel here, that'll be the cut between Acts 4 and 5. Absolutely outrageous. I want to explore so bad, but I can't. I must deny it.